My name's Mike Taylor. I'm the art director of Powder Magazine. I've been working here for a little over 6 months.
My name's Dave Reddick. I'm the director of photography at Powder Magazine, and I started here in 1992.
For the cover of the 40th anniversary issue, it was a really interesting series of discussions and very much a back and forth between me and Dave.
We talked about doing several different covers from the various eras, looking at some more contemporary photography, but I had something that I'd been holding on to for a long time. I didn't think there was any way that it would fly on a corporate level. It's kind of a risk to take, this particular cover, and I don't know, it's one of those pieces that just seemed kind of meant to be. The more we looked at it, the more we dug into it and the story behind it. Apart from its immediate impact for a lot of us, I just thought it was one of those photographs that we only have the ability to publish every so often, that make more of a statement and are a bit more of a risk.
I went into his office one day and he had a number of photos selected out, but he pulls aside the shot that we ended up using, and he's just like, this has to be the cover. And I looked at it and I'm like, you are totally right. And it had all the qualities that I thought the 40th anniversary issue needed. It was this piece of history, this photo that's aged and dilapidated, and just the quality of the image itself was so evocative, and there isn't any other image that we should use for this issue.
I'm also the photo editor at Bike Magazine, and one of our contributors, who I cherish dearly, Tom Moran, has been shooting mountain biking for many, many years. And with his submissions, he used to like to send just little artifacts and things with his slide submissions back in the day. And that's how we got this. This was a folded up piece of paper inside with a bunch of slides of mountain biking. And Tom was a skier. He lived back east, lived near Boston, Massachusetts. And this particular shot, when he was 14 years old, it was one of the many photos that were cut out and pasted on his wall.
Conceptually, one of the things I really wanted to do with it was to kind of create this, in a sense, like a time capsule piece, sort of showing 40 years of history, not just in its content, but in the way it's built together, in the way it's designed, with the cover definitely being the showpiece of that. Once
I realized that this thing might have a chance to be on the cover, we had to figure out the rights and who the photographer was, and found out it was Neil Leifer. Found out it came through Sports Illustrated, contacted their archive department, and they allowed us to use the image, put me in touch with the skier. His name was Jim Biebel, and I reached out to him. Turns out he lives in Carbondale, Colorado, to this day still skis, and he's pretty excited to hear about being on the cover of the 40th anniversary of Powder, and go figure.
I kind of started creating concepts based off that particular image, and through many, many renditions we came to the solution that we had now, which was kind of playing off that aged and torn look, which I think is really, really cool look for the issue.
I think it was great that the folks at Sports Illustrated were willing to work with us. I did not think that we were going to be able to get the rights to reuse this in Powder. And when they realized I wanted to use it as is, the way this thing looks today, they were a little hesitant, and they wanted to send us the original image to use instead, and I convinced them that this is why this image is so special, because it represents the passage of time and just the ripped and torn effect of this thing. That's the original there. Yep, it's still taped together. There's tape in back, bunch of masking tape, so that's what you see on the cover itself, where it's bleeding through here. It's a beautiful piece, right? I mean, just through time, it's become that much more special.
With the fact that it's torn and it's kind of falling apart, we thought it was really cool to kind of play off that. And so from a design standpoint, to situate it in there, it was just kind of an extension of what it already was. It wasn't trying to create something new. And we had the ability to bring in some special treatments to the cover. The one I'm most excited about was the spot varnish, which we kind of emulated the look and feel of the tape that was holding the actual image together. An extension to that was just kind of to make it something extra special was the gold foil that we used for the logo, the 40th logo, and the commemorative bar across the top. Those elements, those extra special printing techniques, really pull it all together, I think, conceptually.
I mean, look at this guy. Look at Jim Beeble, right? I mean, that is style. People try to get that style. That's Jim just out there skiing. That was probably Jim every day in the 70s, right? So, I don't know, denim, woven sweatshirt, red bandana, and just turning it up. It's so nice. Backseat, freedom. I love it.
Inside the magazine is a collection of 40 years of ski awesome.
My name's Dave Reddick, and this is the 40th anniversary issue of Powder, available now on newsstands.